Are you feeling isolated in motherhood? Maybe a lot. Maybe you're feeling super, super isolated, even though you may have one, two, three, four, five children. You may have a wonderful marriage. You still can feel isolated. But you know what? The solution, it's probably not what you're thinking. And it's also probably something that you're already doing. Hi, beautiful mamas. I'm Debbie Page, and I'm here to help you embrace your journey of motherhood with intention, with grace, with joy. Because you know what? Today, I'm revealing to you how the passion you bring to small, maybe everyday actions, it's creating ripples that transform not only yourself and your community, but it actually is transforming everyone that you're touching. Passion isn't about what we create for ourselves, even though we can become very passionate about things that we are wanting to create. But it's when we are creating for other people, whether it's our own family, whether it's our husband, whether it's our mother in law, or whether it's more the community at large, that passion that you bring to it, it's amazing how you create something that's just amazing. And what I love is that when you start to think about pouring love into making dinner or pouring love into getting down on the floor and putting together that puzzle with your 4-year-old, or pouring love into going over to your neighbors with a bunch of flowers that you just picked, all of that, that energy doesn't stay contained. It spreads outward. I mean, it just goes out, and you will find that you are creating this community, you're creating this love, you're creating this passion, and you are connecting with the people that you are serving. And you actually you are creating such a powerful connection that it doesn't stop. And I think about my dear friend Augusta. Now she's 87, so she's actually could possibly be my mother. She's old enough. And I had been to several meetings at her house and, had met her, but I felt like I wasn't making the kind of connection with her that I wanted to, even though she was absolutely so kind, so gracious, and always very generous. But I wanted to connect with her on a deeper level. So I decided that I would invite her over for coffee. Now, this is a woman who is very connected in the community. She's very busy and very much in demand, but she immediately said yes, she'd love to. She gave me a time frame. She didn't have a lot of time because she needed to get to another meeting, but she came and we had coffee together. I just want you to know that that really cemented our friendship. And from that point on, she has been an incredibly special and very, very special friend to me. And it did take getting out of my comfort zone because I was anxious about having her into my home. She has a really large, beautiful home that was her family's summer home. And my home is beautiful, but it's not nearly as on the grand scheme that hers is. But who cares? You know what? So I had her come over for coffee. It was beautiful. We had a great connection. I really loved it. And what I want to do is I want to just let you know we are not meant to live in isolation. These small intentional acts that we create, they ripple outward. They inspire other people. One family invites neighbors for a simple meal. One mom volunteers at the school or the Sunday school. One child shares a toy with a friend or a sibling. And thinking about that, I witnessed something I thought was so beautiful the other day. The grandchildren were over. The baby, who is 18 months old, was cranky and very demanding, and she was demanding the broom, the little child's broom from her 4-year-old brother. And I saw the look on his face as if he didn't really want to pass it over to her. He was having a good time with it. But without a murmur, or a complaint or a whine. He just handed it right over to her. Her face delighted with joy. And then his face delighted with joy. I just thought it was such a beautiful thing. So, how can we build this type of community, whether we're building it within our own family or whether we're building it out in the wider community? And I think one of the things that we can do is we can celebrate together. Find ways that you can celebrate. Find someone that you can say, hey, listen, this is what I just am celebrating. This was a huge win for me. What was your win? Do you have any kind of celebration that we can have? Tell me your victory. Some of this language may not be what you commonly use, but start to use it because it will definitely change the way you look at life. It will change those relationships with your family. It will change those relationships with your community. You know, today we live in a world where it seems to me that there is a lot of anger and hate going on, especially if you spend much time on social media. Don't go there. Do not go there. I don't care how tempting it is. Don't go there. Instead, find a tribe of people that you can love and embrace and not spread any kind of hate or hate language, and pour out your grace upon them. Pour out your love. Pour out your passion. When we celebrate our passion, we actually are multiplying our joy and we're building deeper connections. I still get this nice warm feeling in my heart when I think about Augusta sitting at my table having coffee with me. It just was a beautiful, beautiful moment. One thing I will say though, I made an almond cake. It was delicious. However, I used a coarse, I was making it gluten-free. I used a coarse cornmeal instead of a fine or medium. So there was a bit of a crunch to our cake, but Augusta and I were able to laugh about that. And she was very happy to take the rest of it home to share with her special beau. So one of the things you could do is arrange for a book club. I'm getting ready to go start attending a book club tomorrow night, and I'm super excited about it. Arrange or organize a play group or a meetup, meet at the playground. Find time to spend with other people. Find ways to celebrate other people's lives, to celebrate their children. Find ways that you can have great conversation with mothers while maybe the children are playing. And finally, find shared purpose. Oh, that's so important. When you share a purpose for your life, it is amazing how deep that relationship can go. It simply encourages those people around you. It encourages you. And when we align our actions with a greater mission, which is what I'm encouraging us to do, we create something for that is far more powerful than anything we can really imagine. It's more powerful than anything we would achieve alone. So every small act of care you create with passion, it builds not just your life, but it builds the lives of the people around you. So beautiful mamas, thank you so much for joining me. I've had a wonderful time sharing with you this concept of creating with passion, sharing your passion. And I just want you to remember that every single moment of grace becomes a golden thread in your tapestry, and you are touching the lives and creating these ripples of love that extend far beyond what you can imagine or what you can see. So I want you to challenge you today. Notice one small way you can create with passion and purpose within your community. And if this resonated with you, hit that subscribe button below. And I'd like to invite you to go deeper with this work through my coaching program. Send me an email. You'll see the link below, and we can get you enrolled in either our VIP one-on-one coaching or in our group coaching. Either way, you're going to get a tremendous amount out of spending that time with me in a more deeper one-on-one relationship. So I wish you all the best for the rest of today. And until next time, beautiful mamas, keep shining.